Yeah, thank you very much, Josh. Actually, this is the last panel, right? Okay. One more. Oh my God. We already finished. Dr. Sapna, 2 days we pass. How come? It's very, I didn't realize the time is passing. So, actually, our guest is here or not? Mr. Ertug. Monsieur Ertug? Herr Ertug. Yeah, I'm saying in English, French, and Dutch. So, yeah, we cannot hear you. Hello?
Yes, good morning. Hello to
Yes.
Bali from Germany. Hi.
Hi. Actually, what time is it there?
Here is in Germany, it's 10:30.
10:30. Oh my God. Now
Yes.
we make here night. So Dr. Sapna is bringing us to Kuta Beach. So for dancing. So actually, Mr. Ismail, welcome to our program. So it's an honor to host you. Ismail Ertug is the member of European Parliament and one of our close friends. So thank you very much for attending us and joining us. Actually, we discussed a lot about the hospitality, a lot about the mobility, a lot about the financing of the tourism. So I have three big questions to you. So first of all, what are the sustainable and smart mobility strategies to support tourism development in Europe? Can you emphasize a bit there?
Yes, thank you first of all, dear Bulut, for the invitation. It's my pleasure once again to be together with the Global Tourism Forum family. Unfortunately, I didn't make it to come to Bali, but I know that you have good time or you enjoyed a good time in Bali. When it comes to your question, dear Bulut, I can tell you that the sustainability and the strategy of the whole mobility is of crucial importance for the tourism. I'm always saying there is no tourism possible if the connectivity is not there. And therefore, I would like to classify and cluster that in three different pillars. One is the standardization, second, the digitalization, and third, the connectivity. And these three issues have to go hand in hand. And since we in the European Union have 27 member states, but the tourism competence is in the hands of the member states, we, as a big and the biggest single market on the globe, we have to bring all these issues together to offer a framework to our member states, and then they have to go through and try to make it up.
Yeah, fantastic. Actually, you are totally right, because Europe is the trigger destination that is supporting and sending a lot of tourists all around the world, especially in Asia, Southeast Asia, Mediterranean, and the Middle East. So it's the big market. So the other one, what are the key challenges of mobility and transportation? After the COVID-19, what do you see?
There are many challenges, Bulut, as you said. We had the situation of a worldwide global pandemic, which brought all the issues to a sudden stop. But since then, and we have seen it, and I think even the experts didn't expect it like this, the recovery has been very fast. So we see it now. We have the legs or the bottleneck, we say it like that, the bottlenecks on the airports, for example, because we don't have the working staff anymore who is going to do the ground handlings. These kind of bottlenecks and challenges we have in front of us, but mainly we have to do, as I said, to go further with the digitalization. Tourism in particular is a field where you can do much digitalization and all around the globe. When you look to the European Union and the continent Europe is even now the number one destination on the globe because of the different cultures. We have a mild climate, we have different languages, and in particular, not to forget, it's a safe heaven here, I would say. It's democracy, we have the rule of law, and you see also many investments in these kind of difficult times like now, going to the European Union. They're investing so much money in hotels, in mortgage, and so on. Therefore, I guess the key challenges in mobility and transportation are linked to these issues, but not to forget, I know there is a war ongoing in Ukraine. We know we have a zero COVID strategy in China, which slows down the whole process of the recovery. But we should not forget this globe is our globe, and we have to save this planet. And therefore, the CO2 emissions, the emission targets set out in the Paris Agreement has to be fulfilled. And in particular in the tourism, we have a big leverage there. We offer much money from the European side, if it's the Just Transition Fund or if it's loans from the European Investment Bank, or is it the European Bank for Construction or Development. You see, we have to decarbonize and we have to make our tourism sector in particular zero emission or CO2 neutral. And that goes not only for the European Union, all around the globe. And Bali and the G20 is the best place in order to boost this once again.
Oh my God, thank you. Hands up. So, other question, Ismail. Are we on target to have enough hydrogen refueling points for light and heavy-duty vehicles using in the tourism industry? Because now we are facing a lot the fluctuating prices of the petrol, and then the shortage of the petrol, and also gas. So what is the alternative methods that Europe is working on that? Because it's directly linked with the tourism industry. If we have a shortage on the oil and gas, it's directly related and affect to the tourism industry. So what is the key in Europe? What you are planning, what you are forecasting, and what is the aim, what you are doing there?
Yes, very good question. So as I mentioned, the sustainability of tourism or the sustainability of everything what we want to do in the future is linked to that question. When we say connectivity is part of the tourism chain, that's right, but connectivity is not possible without vehicles. And these kind of vehicles, if it's on road, rail, aviation, or even on the ship side, we have to decarbonize this way. And the decarbonization is easily written on paper, but we have to make some action out of it. And we as the European Union, and I think you have heard about that, the Green Deal targets, which has been put within 15 or 16 pieces of legislation within the Fit for 55 package in the European Union, consists these kind of measures. For example, I'm the responsible one for the whole European Union's legislation on the alternative fuels infrastructure regulation, where we try all around the European Union to spread the infrastructure for electric cars, for example, and also for hydrogen stations. We will need hydrogen in particular for the aviation sector, since the electrification will not be so easy. For the moment, we don't have the technology to start to move planes for 300-400 people. Therefore, we will, at the first step, need to blend kerosene with e-fuels or even with the sustainable aviation fuels. And for this, you will need definitely much hydrogen. And in order to boost this hydrogen comes to the maritime area within aviation, on the gates, on the airports. So for this, we are investing heavily in the European Union. And it's not only the European Union. I just want to remind us that Biden's Inflation Act in the USA, how much money they are offering for those companies who are constructing their sites on the US side, or even creating some value there. So we see the globe is all around have the same targets and challenges in front of us. And we on the European Union side, we do our utmost. And I think we are not so bad. I would even say we are the front runners, but we need these technologies in particular coming out from the European Union in order to remain as front runner in the future.
Okay, Ismail, thank you very much. A lot of response. And what is your last comments to our brothers and sisters who is listening you?
I just want to thank you once again, Bulut, for having me with you there. I really would have loved to be there in Bali, but it was not possible to me since it's so far away. It's a beautiful island, I know. I would love to be there, but we have also legislation ongoing in the European Parliament. Therefore, I have followed your different discussions, panels, very interesting as always. We had our Brussels meeting in September this year. Now in November, you have Indonesia, and I'm really, really looking forward to host you in Brussels in next year in September as well. Good luck, all the best, and we as the tourism family, we should stick together.
Thank you very much, Ismail. Greetings from Bali. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.